Well, we are at week 2 now of my YouTube journey or shenanigans or whatever you want to call it. Um, Today I just wanted to give some context of like why I'm doing this, why have I even bothering to finally jump on YouTube, and what is this all about? Just so you guys have an understanding. I feel like this is always important. Um, Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm overthinking it, which I feel like a lot of my content producing journey has been in, and I, been in. You guys are gonna hear this so often because it's kind of like, I guess, what am I selling? I wouldn't say it's a tagline, but it is part of my history, where I've been an entrepreneur for a long time now, 17 years. I think 18 this year. So I'm kind of in the between that, and I just realized that there's not much for me to show for because when I first started out, I feel like an old person with a cane. When I first started out, um, it wasn't very online centric. There was no need to document your whole journey, right? Like, testimonials are important, of course, but documenting every single thing, every decision, every problem, all that kind of stuff wasn't really shared back in the day, which, I kind of wish it was, because I feel like it does help you learn faster. And when I'm watching YouTube videos, even if it's something that I already knew, I just get a little different perspective or another, like, awake, like, kind of awaken my knowledge to that, or whatever it is. But it it's always just, you know, haven't been documenting at all my successes, my failures, none of, like, it's so crazy to me now thinking back of just seeing other people post their journeys, whether it's YouTube or any other social media platform. And I see other people, do those like flash images of a short form video or a long form video where they're actually showing lots of photos and videos of back in the day. Just like, fuck, I don't have any of that. I never even, like, that thought didn't even come across my mind when I was starting my first business, where I should take a photo of, when I got my business license, or I should take a photo of when I launched it, or any of those, like, things that seem so second nature now. Now it's like, we get a sale, we're gonna take a photo with it, and we gonna, whatever, a client texts us, a success story. We're gonna take a photo of it and use it later, or whatever. Everything we take a photo of, every monthly sales revenue, all of this, it's just not in my nature. But now I'm kind of having to learn that the hard way, because I have no presence online. It's hard for people to trust me and believe that I have something worthy to say that is going to be helpful to you in starting your business or being an entrepreneur. I learned a lot of shit. Like, honestly, like, everything I've learned that is significant in my life has been through trying to run a business, and whether it was successful or a failure. Not every business I ran was a success. I will absolutely be upfront with you on that. And I think we're at 11 or 12. And when I say we, it's just a collective of people who have helped me along the way, team members of any of the businesses. It's always an effort of we, even if it was just me running it. No matter who is in your life, whether there is someone in your life or not, people in the past who've been part of your life have brought you to where you are now. So that's why I always say we. But yeah, with 10 or 11, 12 businesses, I would say, like, ultra successful, maybe like 3, not even, maybe 2. And then somewhat, successful, which paid the bills and, was easy to run, like another 2. And then the rest were failures, whether it was complete fail and I just had to take it as a full loss, or I sold the business, retrieved some of our investment, or I sold the business and we made a little bit profit. So that's not really a failure, but it is such a learning journey for me. And now just seeing everyone have all this stuff, even if they've only been in business for a year, compared to me, it just seems like they have a lot more experience. But that's not necessarily the case. So that's also something for you guys to think about if you're thinking of investing your money into something or into somebody. how long have they actually been around, and what numbers are they actually showing? Are they actually showing you the profit? Like, net profit is probably the most important number, because people talk about sales revenue all day long, but that's not your actual take-home money after paying out the expenses, your staff, or any costs that you have of running that business. You could be in the negative, even if it's an incredible sales revenue number. So just be wary of that. And so where am I going with this? You're going to notice a lot of my YouTube videos are going to be off the cuff, because that's just how I feel comfortable, in the sense of in getting myself to do these. Like, if it was in a format that other people really have shown me, or I've bought and downloaded, templates, or just info packs of people saying, hey, use this if you're trying to build a channel on YouTube, or brand with all these templates and how to structure your videos, what to talk about. I'm sure as more of I do these, I'll get my point across quicker. Stick with me, right? Like, feel me out here. But I also know that I'm not that type of sitting down and really planning the headline, the topic, my key points. That's just not really who I am. And that's just not the most authentic you're going to get of me. The most authentic you're going to get out of me is me thinking throughout the week, fuck, what do I really want people to understand and know? And I made research on some. Most of it's going to just be me telling you stories about my experience. Because I think that's the most valuable now that there's millions, and I don't know, is it billions yet? Of like videos on YouTube that you can search on this topic. So I don't want to just be like any of the other videos that you're watching of, pointing at fucking topic points and highlighting shit. That's what I thought was cool before, to be honest, when I tried to start a YouTube channel, like when the pandemic first hit, like 2020 or even 2021. I wanted the ding, pop up of follow me or subscribe and talk about, oh, hey, if you like this content, hit the like button or smash the like button. Fuck smash the like button. And, oh, if you really like this content, make sure you hit that bell. It is so not me. I am not here to convince you that you should subscribe to me and like my shit. If you don't like my shit, there are a million or hundreds of millions of videos for you to go watch and spend your time on. Don't waste your time at all watching or liking anything that doesn't really vibe with you. I wouldn't want you watching this if you don't think you could absorb something valuable or entertainment, or that you just like me. Whatever it is, I just don't want you to spending any time because time you can't recreate time. Don't waste your fucking precious time on me if you don't even vibe, right? Please don't do that. But yeah, that's what I originally thought I wanted. Really done out, well cut of these pop-ups here, and this super cool intro, super cool outro, just looked so perfect. Fuck perfection. Because that's what I realized stressed me out about content. It's no, we gotta edit that to the T before I release it. Because it's just because of my ridiculous sickness with perfectionism. So, and then watching some other people that I've just randomly stumbled upon on YouTube. One is, I think say his name is Iman. He seems to be growing. Apparently he's the fastest growing channel in that kind of category. And I really liked how he also shares that same concept and value of, I'm not gonna pander to you to like or subscribe my shit, because this is not my main income model, or will it ever be. This is not what I want to do day in, day out, of creating content, sitting here and creating content, or shoving a camera in my face wherever I go to grab content. It's just not me. If that's you, totally go for it. I'm not trying to knock your shit. I'm just trying to tell you that that's not for me. And maybe this gives you a little insight that there's things that you don't have to follow. Just do you, right? So for me, yeah, you're not going to ever see that shit. Maybe that will change. I don't know. But for now, it's no outro, no intro. We're going to just get straight into it. You're going to hear me ramble. I'm not going to pre-schedule shit. I'm not going to really structure things as much as I might go as the person who's editing this video will maybe structure some sections so that you can kind of jump to. Other than that, there will be no pop-ups. No, none of that. There might be a little cutting in and then with some B-roll to keep you entertained, and to keep you watching longer. But anything else, like, I don't want it. And I'm just trying to be fully transparent with you guys. So I'm 12 minutes in or 10 minutes in, depending on what the editor is going to cut. And I still haven't talked about why I'm doing this. So I've gone over, the fact that I've been an entrepreneur for so long, but have nothing really to show for online. And that I want to start doing that this year. Like every little thing I want to take a picture of too. Our revenue for the month, how badly we're doing. I want to show you as well. Like as long as you are in this with the journey with me, like there's going to be nothing really that's going to be off limits. I'm pretty much an open book. And I say that to people in public too. If you meet me in public, I might seem a little cold to you just because I have a RBF. If you don't know what RBF is, you can Google it. And if I'm not smiling, you're going to think I'm fucking pissed off or whatever it is. But I promise you, if you do have the courage to come up to me or ask me anything, I'm pretty much an open book. Unless you're like creepy and weird. Like, don't do that. Don't be creepy or weird and ask me weird fucking questions. I'm not gonna even go into it. Just don't do it. And so the main reason of doing this, and kind of almost like a little selfish reason of tracking my own journey, and almost like I'm using this also to like build myself some discipline of consistency of showing up to a thing that I said I'm going to do, not because I've been saying I wanted to do a YouTube channel and a podcast for so long that I haven't gone around and doing it. And there's really no excuse for me not to, because I have so much time. So I figured out what was the barriers that was holding me back, which is like having to plan, making things perfect, all this kind of stuff. No, I just kind of pick a day in a week when I feel comfortable. I give myself a topic of what I want to talk about, and I just turn the camera on, sit here, and I talk. And my editor, my wonderful editor, will edit all the parts that they don't think is important. And that's it. We publish, we hit it, and hopefully you find some value. So two reasons why I'm doing this. One, selfish. I want to document my whole journey of this new offer. And just because I haven't ever done this, of documenting my kind of entrepreneurship journey. So with this new offer, I figured it's a perfect time. We're basically starting from zero. So let's document that. How fast can we grow? How fast can we do this? And then we will use that in our marketing like every other person does, so that you will understand and believe that I am of someone to trust and have authority to, document. And then the second one, which is like the core of it all, is I'm really on a mission to help people have this just essential life skill that they can utilize in every part of their life, and which is sales. Like, I really have just had an epiphany of, yes, I'm still going to help businesses, service businesses, or even products. It really just depends on where you're at. But I'm still going to almost act as a consultant for businesses and coach newcomers or new entrepreneurs of learning this high income skill set of selling, and do both. I keep going back and forth of just wanting to do one, which is, I'll be fully transparent with you, helping people or newcomers or new entrepreneurs is the hardest market as a coach. Like every other person who's selling to the mass market, it is probably the hardest and least amount of profit margin that they have in their product range or their service range. When I work with people who are already along the way or doing quite well, like in their business, maybe they're at the 15 or 30K level and they just really want to make that jump to double or 100K per month. Like, it's much easier for me to help someone go from there to the next level of where they want to go versus helping someone new going from 0 to, let's say, like a 10K. It's just because there's so much you need to learn as a new entrepreneur. And not only that, it's you have no discipline and no consistency in your life yet to execute at that level that you need to being an entrepreneur, especially if you're a solopreneur. Like, you only got yourself, and unless you got some sort of accountability, you're just going to go at a snail's pace. Or you're going to go super fast and hit a lot of walls and keep falling back forth, and your tenacity or your persistence is what's going to keep you going. A lot of us just don't have that. So, you know, it's, some people don't, like, it's hard for them to fathom, like, oh, but shouldn't helping someone from 0 to 10K should be so much easier than going from, like, let's say 30K to 100K. And no, it's because they just have a foundational set, and they have things working for them. It's just they need an outside perspective to come in and be like, okay, fix this, fix that, just tweak a little bit of this or a little of that, and they're off to the races. Whereas when you're at 0, you're literally starting from nothing. It's much harder to make something out of nothing than something into something more. So I'm still going to have both, but the realization in the last couple of months has really come to me of wanting to just stick to the mission. And I think the best way that I can do that is by creating content like this. Is just to showing what my life is like, or what my life has been when I made certain decisions and choices, and what consequences was there, what benefits, to help you guys. You know, I'm almost 40 in a couple of years, and fuck, like, I wish when I started out 20 years ago, because I started out when I was 20, that I had someone just to show me what not to do. Because there's all this info about what you should do to have a successful business, and it's all the same shit. But the what not to do is so specific. And if you can have that insight beforehand, man, like, that would have saved me so much time and money, and just heartache and pain and, like, pure depression. Like, it got bad at some points. Which it was hard to come back at. You know, when you are trying to go off and do your own thing, and you feel like you got all your ducks in a row, and just something out of your control just knocks you the fuck out. When you are new, it's hard to shake that off. It's really hard to shake that off. But as you go along, you learn that those were pieces of armor for you to pick up, so that it's never going to happen again. So I'm basically trying to drop gems of armor for you guys to pick up. So along your journey of entrepreneurship, you can use that as a shield. So even if you get hit hard, it's still going to take some of that damage for you. And so, yeah, that's really it. That's really why I wanted to start officially, like, move forward with this YouTube channel. I just want to help more people. And the easiest way is to be on, like, social media platforms like this, or where people are going for content like this, which is YouTube. I see you guys. I see you guys searching for this stuff. I see you guys. And what I also don't see is enough Asian female representation. And I guess I'm even in a smaller niche, which is a lesbian Asian female entrepreneur. I'm like a triple minority. So I kind of have experienced it all. Of sexism, racism, whatever ism, sexual orientation ism, you know, all of that. I've experienced it all. It has definitely affected my businesses at some point or another. But yeah, there's every type of male out there doing, you know, having a channel, and that you guys can follow. And I'm not saying that men suck. Some of my closest friends are dudes. Like, I'm just saying there's not enough representation for others who may look like me and have the same interests as me. That's all I'm saying. You know, at least when I was growing up, there was no lesbian Asian entrepreneur that I could follow that was going to give me the fucking real truth about how to run a successful business, what to do, what not to do. And it would just make my life easier, as you guys know. Representation matters. So that's all I got for you guys this week. A little ramble of why I want to do this. what you guys are going to expect a little bit. Like, I'm definitely going to talk. I think I talked about that last week. See, that's the thing. I don't even know what I talked about. I have no idea. Because once I'm done, I do not I do not watch it again. I just send it off to my editor. They edit it and send it back. And then we have an assistant who posts the video. So, I'll give you a snippet. Follow, no, I'm not going to say follow. Because I already said I don't want to pander. Please, follow my video. And please like my likes. Or like my video. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. So, I will give you a snippet, which is, just told you what my mission was. So, if you didn't hear that, just rewind it and go back to that. I want to teach you that essential life skill. I want to teach you and share everything that I have gone through. Bad, good, negative, whatever it is. And running all different types of businesses and industries. How hard it's been being a triple minority. I will definitely talk about that. I wouldn't call myself a huge activist, but I definitely do want to be an activist for some, topics and issues in our society. And mindset, money mindset. And I think whatever I just fucking feel like. Like, I'm not going to constrain myself. There's definitely going to be a theme, which is, learn sales to earn more without making more. That's always going to be my theme. But whatever I just feel like that week is what you're going to get. And that's basically it. That's just my vibe. That's who I am. Probably why I'm an entrepreneur. I can't fit into a box. I don't like structure. I do like systems and processes, but I just don't like the process of putting that on myself, of like structure and all these things for a creative effort, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's all I got. We're running into 30 minutes, and I hope this was helpful to you. I hope it inspired you in some way that it's going to allow you to show up easier, whether you also want to do a YouTube channel or maybe a podcast or whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe this will give you that inspiration to go forth and do it your way. Because maybe other people's way, or the current ideal way that you see that is going to help you to be successful, is not something that aligns with you. Fuck it. Don't do it that way. Do it your way. Carve out your own thing. It may take you a little bit longer, to get the traction or to blow up per se, or whatever it is your goals are. But I promise you'll be so much happier if you do your way. Like, cause yeah, everything there's a formula for. Success, there's a formula. Productivity, there's a formula. Healthy mindset, there's a formula. There's things that you need to do and not do in order to have those things. But things that are in a creative nature should have no fucking formula. I was a DJ for 11 years, which I'll probably talk about in one of these videos. Whenever I put a system or structure in the process of, let's say when I was doing my weekly mixes, if there was a specific structure, it made me not want to do it. Or like following other people's ways of doing a mix. Like, I didn't want to do it those ways. So I did it my way. It took a little bit longer in the beginning for it to like gain traction, but it did. And that's what kept my DJ career going for so long. And so that's all I can leave you with, is just do fucking you. Don't worry about what the right thing. It's just like, just don't, right thing, I mean, just don't do anything unethical. But if it feels right to you, and it seems like that's how you're going to at least take that first small step forward, then don't listen to anything else and just go for that. It's much more important for you to take a step forward other than taking a perfect step forward. Because there is no such thing as a perfect step. There's no such thing as perfection. So just take any step forward and you're already a step forward. So, yeah, I hope that was the juice for this week. I hope I earned your watch time. But if not, give me another shot next time. Or if not, then peace. That was fun while it lasted. But for the rest of you, I will see you guys next week. Peace.